What's going on? I'm excited to do this. It lets me kind of kill two birds with one stone. An incredibly um, strange saying. Um, I get to look at a match that I've been told is absolutely unbelievable. Can you hit that light for me, sweetie, if you can reach? My kids are here downloading Deltarune, which is an addition to Undertale. Is that right? Cool. So they're doing their thing, which means I'm doing my thing. I've caught up with everything, the Mox book. I wrote an article this morning, which I wasn't planning on writing. I got on top of every show recap that I needed to do for the week. And so now I get to do some stuff for me. Tyler Culprit asked me to look at this video package for the Joe Black match, but I didn't get a chance to look at it because he asked me on Friday. Friday I was just crazy busy, so it didn't get done. But I assume that's the package that's going to play before the match. So I'm going to look at the package and I'm going to look at the match. Let's jump into it.
Went into that matchup with a torn Achilles, and Dameon Ceretone put Joe Black on the shelf, I should say, for 6 months. And then Joe Black made his return to ProSouth.
Oh, for crying out. There we go. Oh my gosh. Is that Huck stuck in there with Ace? This is... Whoa! Black Lariats Matter and Glass Ceiling.
The official calls for the bell.
I wonder what his decision will be on this
Anniversary Super Show last December. So this has been, oh my gosh, it's almost been a year.
Right, we may have a ref stoppage. We will wait for the official decision.
Your winners as the result of a ref stoppage and new ProSouth Tag Team Champions, Ace Heyman, Dameon Ceretone, the Glass Ceiling.
Joe Black wanted to come in here and he wanted to make it personal. So I got one thing for you. Joe Black, Joe Black, Joe Black. You'll be back. I know you'll be back. And when you're back, it's me and you.
Oh, Ceretone. Good promo.
Next Friday, I show up to Piedmont, Alabama, and we all hear about the issue that I have with ProSouth, and we all have a nice conversation.
I know why he's coming back. You came to me.
Oh, with music too.
In a dream last night.
Look at
No
Joe.
one here truly can forget about Joe Black at all. You know why? Because you made an impact when you were here last time. And that's the truth. But the impact stopped with me, and that's why I'm here.
Are you trying to convince these people that Dameon Ceretone is great? I want you to take the first step through those ropes and walk your candy ass back down those steps. Go back upstairs and hug your girl and tell her the run is done. Because even on one leg, it took you swinging a metal chair just to put me down. And the last time I checked, you didn't pin me.
Oh.
You didn't beat me.
Oh.
They want the Joe Black. And the thing is all you're sitting here doing is making excuses on why you don't want to get in the ring with me, because you know, just because I didn't beat you that night, don't mean I can't beat your ass any night.
Dude, I love this segment.
We give power to those people on June 25th. Me and you, one-on-one. In that match, you say you could just breeze by.
The black and white and the little flickering. Power to the people.
In a brilliant light.
Oh.
1 minute here.
Freaking the gun to the back of the head, miss-hit, roll-up thing. That's how you use them.
Pin me.
Oh boy.
You won the match. And then you did nothing with the victory. Me and you, next Friday. If you beat me, and I mean beat me, I will shake your hand and I will give you the respect that you so sorely deserve.
I thought you could stay.
Oh, look at Joe.
I was so wrong.
Vicious. Oh, it looks so. Oh, it looks so good. Oh,
That I will be in the Battle Rumble. And I'm not just gonna be any entrant. No, I'm gonna be number one.
You're entering the Battle Rumble at number 1. I'm gonna enter it at number 2.
pretty cool.
Joe Black, wait a minute, Joe, up and over.
No more pretending. No more.
Haven, oh, drop kick, wait a minute. Joe Black is out. Joe Black is out. We are down to 2.
Ceretone.
Over my head. Ace was the one that eliminated you. Ace was the one that put you out. Next week, Dameon Ceretone, Joe Black, the final time. Last man standing.
I love it. And of course, the end. I just posted about 11-11-11 and how this was the song that we used for the clip for Sacred Ground 3 and all that stuff. This is exciting to me. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event
For a
of the
package
evening.
to set up this match, it's awesome. I mean, what do I have negative to say?
This match,
Last man
no count out,
I like that they're explaining.
no disqualification,
Oh, the sound is crap.
no submission. The match only ends when one competitor cannot answer.
Come on. It's bad sound.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
I gotta admit, I'm excited for this.
Good
I'm a
job,
little
commentators.
nervous, I'm not gonna lie. 'Cause
Hopefully they
the
stay
last time
quiet
those
during
songs two go
entrances and
together,
things like that.
It got uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The last time these two men faced off one-on-one, it was deemed a no contest when Joe Black.
Deemed a no
That
contest,
looks
but
phenomenal,
both
by
men
the way. That
know
doorway,
nothing about
the smoke. Look at how good that looks.
Joe Black beat that man senseless.
My kids are excited because their little addition to the game is starting as well. So this is a really cool effect, actually. Me getting to look at this and, dude, come on.
There's the killer wave.
Oh,
The Dark City Samurai.
oh my God. Dude, he looks great. Dude. Come on. That doesn't look sharp. That looks sharp. That looks sharp.
When you're getting into a match like this, your mindset has to be completely different than any other kind of match. Because you're not looking.
Last man standing poses challenges. I'm just going to lay them out there. I have my own personal little foibles with the last man standing match. I think there's rarely do you see anything new under the sun. I think if they do too many, like, oh, the referee's counting to 10, oh, but he gets up. If they do too many of those spots, I think it saps the power away from the match. I think it also wears the audience down overly fast if you do too many of those things. But Joe Black and Dameon, I think they're very smart guys. I'm curious to see what they come up with for this match. It's an art, man. And those are two also physical guys that know what they're doing in the ring. So I can't wait to see this manifest. And there's a clear face-heel dynamic, at least as far as the ProSouth crowd is concerned.
This man has done it all. He has won it all. And now he has an opportunity to add another notch to his cap by putting down Joe Black and being the last man
The
standing.
champion of champions.
A test upon test for the champion of champions.
You can't see the very bottom that I can because I don't want you looking at all the mechanics when I'm pausing and stopping.
What has got to be going through your mind to look across the ring and see someone who beat you?
They're doing the big fight feel. They're announcing the guys after they both enter. I like all of that. They announced the rules of the last man standing. I love that.
Through this guy's mind, he's got something to prove clearly. I don't know if it's the wisest.
The commentators are filling in the gaps for the viewers on YouTube. I don't need them to fill in the gaps for me, frankly.
The opposite might just be proven
I'm
tonight,
sold.
because that's what it's all about. Someone's going to be kept down.
And he does. He's acknowledging the crowd, but he looks back to make sure Joe's not moving at him, which I think is great. But Joe's not. Joe's gonna beat his ass in the match, right? Here we go.
The following contest is a last man standing match. Introducing to my left, he is the Dark City Akuma, Joe Black. And introducing to my right, he is the champion of champions, the Iron Man of ProSouth. This is Dameon Ceretone.
Dude, I can't wait. I'm actually hyped for this.
Ceretone going right to Joe Black. Here we go.
I was gonna say both men taking their time.
Wait a minute. Quickly got him hooked.
Moment.
Brain buster. Off the back. Joe Black, though, wisely rolling out to the floor and on his feet.
That's a similar
already.
reaction
Yeah,
to
he
the
used that
frickin'
momentum.
Eddie
Here
Kingston
comes
hitting that
Ceretone,
spinning,
hitting
that spinning back fist up
Ceretone
pump before the
wasting
match
no time.
started.
I guess
Same
this is how
effect
you
to
gotta
me.
do it.
Great job, both guys.
Months of this. We have been
I love
to this
it.
point. Last man standing. Here comes Dameon again.
Oh man.
Boy, he wants to win. And now that I've been in that place, I've walked that carpeted ground, I've walked in that ring, man.
Ceretone. He's measuring
I
Joe Black.
love the feel.
waiting
I'm going to
for
get the
Joe to
last
get
man
back to
standing
his
over there.
feet.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Come on, come on, come
A
on.
third suicida incoming. Oh, Joe countered and just sent
oh,
Dameon careening into the barricade.
The
back of Dameon's
catch
head
and
just hit
turn,
one of
very
those-
nicely
those
done.
Posts there.
Santiago
real
beginning
bad.
his 10 count.
Boy, Joe looks big time, doesn't he?
What a flurry.
He looks like a guy that I mean
Give
you
him all
could
the credit in the
you
world.
could see anywhere.
But
I
just
mean,
right
if
there,
he
that's
showed
all it
up on
took.
NXT, you
He
wouldn't
went to
think
the ropes
twice.
one, too
If he
many
showed up on
times.
AEW,
Competitor
you
like
wouldn't
Joe
think
Black, we saw it
look
coming.
at him. Just looks like a star.
Santiago at count of 6.
I think it's
Dameon,
interesting that
he's
he's
up on
getting
the
that
knees
count
on
in
it.
already.
Count of 6, back to his feet, up on the apron
And 6
now.
is good.
Joe waiting right there for
Joe
him.
just doing a little
He's got
chin
him
check
hooked.
on him.
Joe Black could have been thinking of Uranagi right off the apron. Dameon doing a good job to counter. There's a kick to the gut. Oh no, not on the apron, Dameon. Not on the apron. No, Joe. Joe able to
Got in
fight
the
out
air
of it.
for him though. It made him think it was going to happen.
Oh no.
no,
No, no, no,
not
no, 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 no. You can't do this, Joe.
I love Angle Benoit.
it,
Come
Joe.
on.
Stop.
I love the tribute. Looks really great. I
Joe
know
Black trying the German
Chris Benoit
suplex
is somebody
Dameon
who
off the apron
Joe
and down
Black
to the concrete
admires a
floor
great
below.
deal. I love that they did that spot. I love that they attempted that spot. I love it. I love that they did that
That was
tribute.
Oh,
so
what a
close.
super kick.
Caught him right on the jaw.
Dude, this is good.
Dameon just trying to
I'm
create
glad that the
some kind
referee's
of
not jumping in with a
separation.
You can
count.
see from Joe's
Let's
expression
save the
that he
count
shook
for
him up.
big moments, right?
Got him right on the button.
The initial thing where
Trying to
Joe
fix some
threw him
taste
against the
back into the
rail
ring.
off of the dive, that was a good first count. You know, to get the convention going in the fans' minds. Very smart by
Joe's
both
got him
guys
up.
to do that. Look at
What's Joe Black doing? No! Oh! Fireman's carry slam.
I'll tell you
right
this.
on the apron.
That was as safe as you can do that spot, right? If Joe had dropped with him, it could have got wonky. Instead, he laid him flat, looked great. I mean, it's not a bump I would want to take. Don't get me wrong. But these guys are obviously going to go balls out for this thing.
When Joe Black, he gets the advantage. He takes a step
I'm
back.
excited to see Joe against
Damien's
Ocoee
constantly coming
Edwards
at him, and it's
Saturday.
good, it's aggressive.
at,
It's opening him up to
IWE.
counters and
I'm going to look
putting him
forward
actually in a
to
lot of trouble.
sort of
But as you
hearing
can
what they're
see,
going to do in that
Let
match and
Joe
that
Black
kind of
come
thing.
to me, but no, he's got a point
This
to prove.
match, though,
I see
so
it now.
exciting.
His back is cut up or something.
Oh, yeah, look at that hole. Hole in the back of the
Ceretone back
shirt,
to his
blood.
feet. Joe Black was right
Probably
there with
from
an
getting
elbow right
turned
at the top
into
of
the
dome.
railing,
Yeah.
I would
That's what I'm
assume.
saying. Every time Dameon gets to his feet, he's not even letting Joe come to him. He's marching straight for him. That's
Joe-
how much anger they have towards each other.
Ouch.
Joe Black. Snapmare and Dameon down. Oh, and a kick right to the back of the head.
Oof.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was a kick to the back of the head like that that started what put Dameon Ceretone on the shelf for 3 months.
Good
with
job,
concussion-like
commentators, reminding us of
symptoms.
that story, why that kick to
After
the back of the
Dameon
head
went
means
out
so
from
much,
one
right?
forearm shot to the back of the head. Joe just kept raining him down shot after shot, and there's a Falcon's arrow from Joe Black.
Look at the, I know, Joe doesn't waste his emotion, and he doesn't waste his energy. as he continues to get better and better and better, and this is not to say Joe Black isn't great. He's a wrestler of the year, right? That doesn't mean you can't continue to up your game. And Joe learning to mess with the levels. I love that they're already setting up the story of Dameon's already crawling out of a hole in the match. I think that's a great way to go. But he's telling him to come on.
That's pride. That's ego. I
That
don't know
is-
if I agree with it.
I like the commentator. That's pride. That's ego. I don't know if it works.
That might have been below the gut. And he's got him in a
pump handle neck breaker.
Oh my God. That was
That little
right to the neck too.
pump. Oh, that looked good.
Could have been thinking brainbuster. Joe doing a good job to roll through.
Doing everything he can to escape that move.
He got hit with that brainbuster early.
Looking for that cross
right?
face.
Yeah.
Joe able to
Look
get
at
out
the
of it,
wrestling.
though.
And the
Dameon
commentators
measuring
did a
Joe.
good job
Slides through the
of
lariat.
initiating the uneducated.
There's
on
the
what
knee
they're
right to the side of the head.
Oh, that sell by Joe.
super
The
kick.
head wobble and then the kick
Joe
with the
will
head
attempt.
wobble.
Dameon
The
has one
sell is
dangerous
so
super
good
kick.
because Joe doesn't have hair that moves, so he's got to do more. He's got to do more exaggerated motions with his head and his body, and he does it. It's very good selling. Very, very good. Dameon did good selling, but Joe is at the equal, if not exceeding him in that department. Really,
He's
really
not even
great.
going to let the count go.
Dameon now just delivering these stuff. Santiago's. Come on.
Nothing the ref can do. He could have done that as long as he wanted. Wow.
Dameon just said he's
Now
still
Joe
moving.
Maybe that's what it's
is
gonna take for
wobbly.
these guys to
Joe
stay
is
down.
glassy-eyed.
Dameon knows what he has to do. He wants to beat Joe Black to where Joe can never get back up. Not just for the count of 10. This is personal. He wants
Instead
to
of
put
a
Joe Black
regular
away
eye
for
rake,
good.
there's something about the delivery.
Oh, there's that forearm right to the back of the head.
Looks good, totally
Shades.
safe, but it looked great. Well
Shades of
sold.
July.
Dameon really has to protect his head. He's already bounced it against that steel grate outside.
Look at the
He
ink
took
on
a hell of a shot earlier.
Dameon's
Now,
arm. Looks
that
good.
big elbow
Just
right
as an
to
aside.
that point of the back
Joe,
of his head. He's in trouble.
okay, here's the thing. A lot of people, a lot of actors, and I'm not a pro wrestling guy, just go with me here. A lot of actors don't know what to do in the dead time.
Joe, saying
Joe
that's not
does.
enough, and here
Joe
we go
instinctively
again. Joe with
strikes a
his forearms
pose,
to the
lets you
side
see
of
his
the Dameon's
face.
head, and now the
Star
back of the
stuff.
head.
Star
When
stuff.
is enough?
Oh my gosh, the mocking of the
It was
crowd.
just the sight of Dameon Ceretone stirring his limbs,
Trying to
moving,
intimidate, and the referee
affecting
selling
Joe
the
Black.
slight
That he
intimidation.
had the audacity
I almost think that's
to
too
twitch.
much from the referee's
He's
part,
not
but I'll
gonna stop
allow it
until
because
he's
Joe,
rendered
they're trying to
senseless.
build this thing as huge, and Joe
I love it.
is an intimidating
Santiago to the
figure.
count of 7. Damien's starting to stir.
Oh my gosh, I'm loving this match, man. I
Ring
hope they can.
wherewithal, Dameon.
Wow.
Dameon for
Wait
a
a minute.
split second, and
Wait a-
that's all that you need
wait
in
a
the last
minute.
man standing match.
Did he
is that
just do what I
split
think he
second to
did?
be back on your feet.
Did he
Beautiful
just do what I
ring.
think he did?
He took a hell of a shot earlier. and
So
now
he slides
that
out of the
big
ring so
elbow
he can
right
be
to
on
the
his
top,
feet to
that
technically
point
break
of
the
back of
count,
his
even
head.
though he isn't able to really stand? Is that what he just did? He slid out of the ring so he could just be on his feet for a second, microsecond, to break the 10
Joe's
count.
beside himself that
And
he
Joe
simply
saying
moved.
that's not
By
enough.
the way,
and here we
well,
go
it's great because I
again.
get to look
Joe
at this
with these
beating
forearms
again
to
because
the
it was
side of
unreal.
Damien's head,
It's
and now
that's
the back of the
unreal.
head.
The story of
When
hurting
is
the back of the
enough
head.
enough?
Let me tell you, it was just the sight of Dameon Ceretone stirring, his limbs moving, and it offended Joe Black that he even had the audacity to twitch. He's not going to stop until he's rendered senseless. I love it.
Santiago to count
Some
of
of
7.
the commentators are
Damien's
getting
starting
it.
to
8.
He's no way he can get
9.
to his feet in time.
stir. Ring wherewithal, Damien.
Wow.
I've never seen that spot
Damien
before.
for a split second, and that's all that you need in the last man standing
I've never
match,
seen
is
that spot
split
before.
second
It's
to
as
be back
clever
on your
as
feet.
anything I've seen in
Beautiful ring
wrestling,
awareness by
period,
Ceretone
lately.
To roll out to the floor
That
just
way to
get
break
back
a
on
10
his
count.
feet.
I've never
But
seen
at
it
what
before.
cost?
That's for sure.
All those forearms
I'm so
to the side
impressed
and the back
with
of the head
Dameon
from
and Joe.
Black.
You remember
I love that
that's how their
spot.
last encounter ended. Joe Black
There's
standing
no
over
doubt
with
that
those
Dameon
elbows
is in trouble, though.
continuously until the ref
As
stopped
bad
the
of a
match.
hole as he was in before, he's in a deeper hole now. I call it the Indiana Jones effect, right? When it seems like he's getting out of trouble, the trouble actually gets worse. That's how you extend
Black
the
just
thing,
in firm
extend the thing,
control.
and you give it stakes, and you raise the level of
Gotta
the
work some
action.
kind of window here.
I love it.
Oh,
Wait a minute, no.
not until you steal
Our
fast.
ladders
What are
we
they
have
doing?
set up over here. Oh no, into the wall!
Of course, you're
Just
like, I wish the
suplex
lighting was
Dameon
better.
right into the wall.
It's
We're
fine.
about to have a garage.
The audio.
And do some decorating.
And then Joe tells you this. Joe figuring out what to do in the parts of the match where spots aren't happening is the thing that's making him a star.
I am the man.
Let me say that again. Joe figuring out what to do with poses, his body, his face, his voice, when spots aren't happening, are the things that are making Joe Black a star and separating him from most of the wrestlers on the indie scene.
What more does Joe Black have to do to Dameon Ceretone?
That's impressive.
He picked the man up.
That's great. This is star stuff from both guys.
Right there.
Now mocking
Look at the dead arm, the dangling arm thing. Really putting this thing over.
No. What could Joe Black be wanting to do here? Wait a minute! Brain Buster on the floor! Brain Buster on the floor!
His finisher, but as a desperation
He enjoyed his
move.
handiwork just a little bit too much. He had to rub it into
Are we gonna Rocky II this?
ProSouth fans. And it cost
The referee properly framing
There's
himself
just not
as he starts his
much
count.
Underneath that padding on the floor.
Get in
This
between. I
floor
wish they had a
is
cameraman there to
solid
capture this great
concrete.
picture. But they got the mobile
Joe
camera,
Black
but you know what I
just
mean.
had his head driven into the concrete below.
Either man's really stirring.
Ceretone starting to stir.
Which makes sense. He's the one who hit
back
the
to his
brain
feet.
buster, right?
I think
Count
he
of
thinks
seven.
that's it. That's it. I was
Count of
joking it
8.
up now. I can't believe it. He's done it.
No,
Hands
no,
up to-
no, Joe's back up. Joe is back up.
So good. The commentator's the one saying he's done it because it's so close, and the other one's like, no. I think that was a deliberate interplay between the commentators, and I think it works.
Black doesn't even know it. It don't look like he knows what year.
Okay, we can't have too many more 10 counts. I think they've used the ones that they've had incredibly effectively to tell this story. We get it now that it's
Joe with the
next
chop
guy who
right
gets
across the
dropped
chest of
hard
Ceretone.
loses.
Have the usual
That has
bumper. I
been
think he's
conveyed
already at-
very
Oh,
effectively.
what a right.
That's not
If
gonna
that's
help
the
him.
story that
is
they
not gonna help
tell,
him.
it works for me. They've done a great job. Boy, the selling of the damage is as good as the execution
On that last
of the
push, it was like almost a
offense.
sick smirk on the face
Maybe
of
even
Joe
better
Black
if
in the
possible,
pursuit.
but
And now Joe
Staring
with the
into each other's
forearm
eyes.
right
rarely
to the side
has
of the head.
a trading of forearm shots mattered so much. And kudos to them for finding a new way to really get the most out of a spot that we see frequently. That's what the greatness
What a
is.
shot.
It's not always reinventing the wheel and coming up with new stuff like their way of breaking the count. It's finding ways to take conventions and making them accentuate the story in a new and effective way. Really good stuff from Dameon and Joe Black. I'm loving this. And the referee. I cannot say this. The referee is doing an appropriate job. Some would say that he's too theatrical, but he's really trying to help convey how great this match is and how impactful it is. Good lariat. That's obviously one of Joe Black's go-to killer moves.
Joe Black put so many men away with. Might have done Dameon Ceretone in here in our main event.
I know Joe Black's hoping it's going to be enough to do him in.
I don't think Joe Black's counting on it. No, he's not. See, he's smart. He's not just counting on it, the old tired trope of like, count it, ref, I got it. Look at him. He's on the ready. He's watching. He's not acting cocky. He's like...
Our official at a count of 8 now.
And so he's making plans. Okay, this guy's getting up before 10. I'm already planning on it.
Joe Black grabbing a steel chair.
After complaining about him using that chair.
Dameon able to
Goes
dodge.
for that lariat.
Able to dodge again.
No. He's going for that cross face.
He's got it.
Okay.
Oh, look.
Now obviously
The
Dameon
selling
cannot
of
win
Joe,
this
the
by
eyes
submission.
and the...
Joe's tapping out. He has Joe
That's
Black
it.
tapping out.
Oh, wait,
But
it's not it.
Dameon cannot win like this.
Oh, God, Joe's eyes are rolling in the back of his head. This is gruesome.
Joe Black is
Eyes
starting
rolling.
to fade.
Look at that cell on the face.
Joe's
It's
on lip.
horrific.
Wow.
It's horrific.
Joe Black may be out.
The ref.
Joe is so smart. the tapping out to see if he could get Dameon to let go of the hold.
Joe Black may be out.
Joe Black fought with his body and his mind. He did everything he could, and the desperation, sure. But I think that's
Joe Black starting
part
to
of the
stir.
Joe Black character of
Count
like,
six.
I'll tap, knowing that's not really going to lose the match. Maybe he'll let the
Count of
hold
seven
go.
now.
I love it.
What is possessing Joe Black to stand right now?
Wait, Dameon's got the
wait a
chair.
minute.
Oh,
at
the Achilles. The Achilles.
Going after that leg, not overdoing it.
And look at these bloodthirsty ProSouth fans, only too happy to give him another chair.
And now
No.
First to that injured Achilles and Joe Black, and
Oh
now
my
the
gosh.
knee.
This is
If
brutal.
you can't stand, I guess you can't win a last man standing match.
And now Dameon just admiring
Yelling
his
to
work.
stay down, Joe.
He ordered him, stay down. Look, Joe, if you can hear me, buddy, maybe it's in your best interest. This man has a steel chair. You know what he's done to you in the past.
The referee's desperate
Santiago to
thing
count
of
of
like, I
six
just
now.
want this to be done. I don't want you to get hurt anymore. I see it on his face.
Joe.
Great job by this referee.
Joe on the both knees.
Look at the.
Oh, and a slap!
Slapped him.
Oh, no.
Right to the leg.
I think Ceretone snapped.
No,
Oh, no.
no.
No. Dameon, no. Bright Buster to the chair. Bright Buster to the
Good Lord.
chair. Oh, my God.
Commentators appropriately ramping it up for that spot. I'm loving this match.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dameon Ceretone is snapped.
Oh, the little twitchy of the shoulder.
There's some crowd, some fans who are just beside themselves.
That's
I
it.
can't I can't believe it.
Dameon did it. Dameon
What
did
a
it.
story. And it's like Joe
Dameon
changed.
Ceretone
Joe
is
changed
the
Dameon.
last man
Joe made
standing.
Dameon into just the most vicious animal to win that match.
I mean, hats off to you, Damien.
Like, I love the part of the story when they had the video package of like, you beat me, but you didn't do anything with it. So I think there's this idea that now Joe has changed Dameon, that Dameon has learned that he will do anything to win, no matter how vicious, no matter how brutal.
He was the last man standing.
And that's because of Joe Black.
What a war
Fantastic.
between these two men who for 11 months have been at each
I want to
other's
see what
throats.
this is going to be. Now, at the end of Eddie Kingston CM Punk, when all was said and done, Punk put his hand out and Eddie wouldn't take it. I'm curious where they're going to go with this story here. Damien still respects Joe, even after brainbustering him on a chair. He's just like, I've
How
got
is
to
Joe
defend
Black
myself.
even standing right now?
He's really not. He's I don't even know if he's there right now.
He still feels like he's got to defend himself because Joe is such a threat, even after everything that he went through.
There's Ceretone. He's ready to do it again.
I don't even know if he realizes he lost. No, it's sitting in.
Good. That's a good time to take the music down. Let's tell that story. What's this going to be?
Joe Black.
Wow.
What?
After everything.
He said he would shake his hand.
You shake a man's hand.
And
Wow.
Dameon acquiesces that show of respect.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I know there was this push
what
months ago that David
war
Ali was far
over
and away
course
the wrestler
11
of the
months
year.
between Joe Black
I put up
and
that Michael
Dameon
Judas or
Ceretone.
Joe Black.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into ProSouth
Bro, it's Joe
Presents
Black.
Last Man Standing for Tony
And,
Midas. I'm Noah Howell.
and
We will see
we
you
need to
next
we need to take
week.
Dameon here and do something with him in Pro South from this point on. Super impressed. What can I say? Awesome stuff. Match of the year candidate stuff, really.